couple weeks ago, I was in a bookstore, and there was a table that was labeled The New Christians. It intrigued me. I didn't even know there was a label called The New Christians. So I walk over to this table and I start to peruse these books. Some are written by theologians, some are written by pastors, some are written by Christian writers. And in all of these books, what intrigues me is there seems to be these core doctrines about the person and the work of Jesus Christ that are starting to be revised. Things like the meaning of the cross, things like the meaning of sin and the utter lostness of humanity, things about why Jesus really did die for us. And in all of this theology of these new Christians, they're starting to cause me some concern because core things of what we believe about Jesus are starting to be revised and changed. It looks good from a distance. The books are all nice and glossy. It's like it's theology with a smile. But I believe this revisionist theology is undercutting the power of the Christian story. I don't want to be Chicken Little with the proverbial sky falling, because the theological sky has been falling since the first century. As soon as the New Testament is written down, there's teachers and theologians that start to go away in these deceptive currents about these core and foundational beliefs about the person and the work of Jesus Christ. Why is it so important for us to believe the right things about Jesus? Why is it so important for us to stay within the bounds of what we would call orthodoxy, which literally means right praise? Why is it so important for us to believe these things about Jesus and how they really affect our lives? You know, all these questions are interrelated. Our experience of Jesus and the fullness of life that He intends for us is linked with how much we will embrace of this full message of Jesus Christ. This is Deception Pass. It's a beautiful place. It's calm, it's picturesque, but this turbulent, deep channel that's nestled in between Fidalgo and Whidbey Islands is alarmingly deceptive. Deception Pass has more water flowing in and through it than any other place surrounding Washington State. At peak current, over 900 million gallons of water flow through this deep channel. That's 50 times more flow than all the rivers that pour into the Puget Sound. And this massive amount of water creates these whirlpools that can seize control of a boat at any moment. To travel safely through Deception Pass, you've got to know how to navigate the currents. And to travel safely with Jesus, to experience those next steps and to experience that life that He created us to intend, we've got to know how to navigate the theological currents that are swirling around out there. In the book of 1 John, John, the disciple, the beloved one of Jesus, and now the pastor, he had a heart for his people. He wanted to teach them how to navigate the theological currents so that their faith does not get shipwrecked. Because John knew that for us to experience the fullness of life with Jesus, we've got to embrace the full message of Jesus. This is what John has to say to his people and to us in 1 John chapter 4, verses 1 through 6. He writes, "Beloved, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirits to see whether they are from God, because many false prophets have gone out into the world. By this you know the Spirit of God. Every spirit that confesses that Jesus Christ has come in the flesh is from God, and every spirit that does not confess Jesus is not from God. This is the spirit of the Antichrist, of which you have heard that it is coming, and now is already in the world. You are from God, little children, and you have overcome them, because greater is He who is in you than he who is in the world. They are from the world, therefore they speak as from the world, and the world listens to them. We are from God. He who knows God listens to us. He who is not from God does not listen to us. By this we know the spirit of truth and the spirit of error."